Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. The Superintendent of Police with responsibility for crime management, George Nicholas, called a press conference Friday to inform the media and the nation of the latest developments surrounding recent cases of violence on island. The police superintendent started out by announcing the charging of suspects in 2 separate homicides.
On Friday, October 40th, 2020, police formally charged Ashton Pelton, aka Bobby of Auger, for causing the death of Vijaya Roberts of Auger on the 25th of October 2020. He is presently on remand at the Bodily Correctional Facility. On Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020, police also formally arrested and charged Bobby Joseph of Resina Babono for causing the death of Mishak Dyson Emilia, whose body was discovered on a plantation in Gara in September 2020. He too is currently on remand at the Bodily Correctional Facility.
Nicholas said there was sufficient evidence available to confidently charge the 2 men for their respective crimes. He also indicated that arrests were made in the cases of 2 viral videos depicting acts of violence and vandalism.
There's this viral video apparently going around with this lady who's battered and bruised, complaining about being a victim of some sort of robbery and assault. Do you have any information regarding that?
What I can say is that we received a report in relation to what you're referring to, and 1 man has been taken into custody in relation to that matter. So it is a matter that is under our investigation.
There was another one, a man, apparently caught on camera destroying or damaging a motor vehicle. Do you have any information on that one too?
Yes, we did receive a report of damage to property, and we are currently investigating. And we also have 1 male individual in custody in relation to that matter.
What area is that? Which one? The damaged vehicle.
From our reports is the Mon Catchment.
Nicholas also mentioned the ongoing manhunts for an escaped prisoner and the suspect in the Venturi murder, stating that leads are still being followed. However, the individuals are yet to be arrested. Due to the increased number of cases of COVID-19 in country, a decision has been taken to house COVID-19 positive patients at the Turning Point Rehabilitative Center. The executive director of the respiratory hospital, Nancy Francis, says the move is necessary due to the fact that the respiratory hospital is not operating at full capacity due to delays in construction. Francis says it is a temporary arrangement until the respiratory hospital is fully functional.
The new venue will support the continued efforts of the Department of Health and Wellness to provide care to all COVID-19 patients, thereby limiting the spread of the virus. As a result, the patients at the Turning Point Rehabilitative Center have been transferred to another facility for continued care. The transfer of patients to the new facility will assure that their full rehabilitative and clinical care are met. Family members, loved ones who wish to drop off supplies for patients at the new facility, that is the Turning Point Rehabilitative Center, must drop them off at the security booth to the back of the National Mental Wellness Center, adjacent to the Millennium Highway, at 7 a.m., 12 noon, and 5 p.m.
She gave a list of items that patients would require.
Suggested items are 2 weeks of clothing, toiletries, toilet paper, cutlery utensils, water, tea, milk, sugar, soap, wash rags, body lotion, cream, mosquito repellent, hand sanitizer, healthy snacks, plastic bags, books, magazines, and if applicable, prescribed medication, sanitary napkins, crutches, cane, or cell phone chargers.
For more information, please call the Respiratory Hospital at 458-6526. Captain of Rontor's operations, Aaron Alexander, says the narrative of backdoor entries leading to COVID spread needs to be proved before citizens accept it. Alexander, who frequents the waters between Martinique and St. Lucia, says to date there has been no arrangement for him and others in the industry to traverse the waters to drop off or collect supplies from the neighboring island. He says he will continue to advocate for at least one St. Lucian vessel to be able to do so. Genevieve Gonzague reports.
The narrative of illegal backdoor entries continues to be pushed by government and law enforcement as the likely cause for the current spike in COVID-19 cases. The captain of Captain Ron Tours, Aaron Alexander, says this narrative is far-fetched.
This backdoor argument, I don't buy that. And for me, unless the CMO or the government ministers can prove that, look, these cases came through backdoor and here's the community trace and to say, well, this person entered illegally backdoor and they have infected X amount of people, unless they cannot bring this kind of data forward, this backdoor thing doesn't hold no water for me as far as I'm concerned.
Alexander says, given that he and many others are dependent on travel to and from Martinique, their situation is dire.
We know there's a French boat coming out of Martinique, coming to St. Lucia, dropping off stuff at La Place Carénage, right? And everybody see the boat all the time, you know, coming here once a week or twice a week and dropping off people, dropping off goods and heading back to Martinique, picking up people from here and taking back to Martinique. So they're doing both ways. And my argument has always been, why not authorize a St. Lucian boat to do the leg St. Lucia Martinique? So you have a Martinique boat doing the Martinique St. Lucia leg and a St. Lucia boat doing the St. Lucia Martinique leg.
He says he has had multiple meetings with authorities to try to reach some compromise that will allow boat tours to take place to and from the islands and will continue to agitate for some sort of arrangement to be made. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Genevieve Gonzague.
The Public Relations Officer of the Holiday Taxi Association, Anthony Richard, says taxi drivers in the north have been feeling the pinch for months and are in a state of confusion as to why trained taxi drivers in the north are not being accommodated as tourism activity on the island increases. Richard is questioning the Ministry of Tourism regarding protocols surrounding taxi service at the Iwanora International Airport and says members are crying foul on this issue.
In the north, okay, we want to know what the government have in place for us. In spite of the coronavirus, yes, it's true, it's in St. Lucia. But while some drivers may not want to do the job or may not want to carry tourists, some will do it because it's a way of survival for some families, for some drivers. That's how they feed their family. You understand? So we would like the authorities to tell us, we taxi drivers in the north, whether there will be an opportunity for us as well to transport tourism, because the situation has happened. It's almost 7 to 9 months now, if I must say 9 months, that the taxi drivers sector has gone down. And if there is provisions for some, I think there should be provision for, not all, but for those who are capable and those who are certified to do this job.
Richard says taxi drivers in the north are only allowed to drop off people at the Iwanora International Airport. Pickups are not allowed. The PRO believes it is unfair for southern taxi drivers to get this level of what he deems preferential treatment.
The southern taxi drivers are saying to them that they are the only certified taxi to drive people from the airport. So my question is to the Ministry of Tourism. We all did the COVID-19 certification program. We all did it, both the north and the south did it. What I really want to know now, what did they do different from what we do up in the north?
The St. Lucia Tourism Authority, when contacted by our newsroom for comment, informed that the matter is currently under review. The Royal St. Lucia Police Force has given a brief update of a gruesome cutlass attack in Jacmel on Wednesday night. It left one man in critical condition fighting for his life at hospital. Rochelle Gonzalez tells us more.
Hot 7 TV reached out to the Royal St. Lucia Police Force for information on the chopping incident which occurred on Wednesday night in the community of Jacmel. The incident left 41-year-old Julius Charles nursing serious injuries. Superintendent of Police with responsibility for crime management, George Nicholas, gave the brief details during a Friday morning press conference.
Well, we received a report and police carried out investigations, and one male is in custody in relation to that matter. He has not been charged thus far.
A video showing the aftermath of the gruesome incident has since gone viral via social media. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
Thank you, Rochelle. You're watching the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Still to come, Coconut Bay reopens. Dr. Ralph Gonzalez clinches a historic win in the Vincentian elections. And a local activist laments the lack of reverence for Remembrance Day. Stay with us.